That's right, Solid Snake himself is being added into Rainbow Six Siege, not as a skin, but as an operator. So first up, obviously, Solid Snake, I know you've heard of it, as crazy as it sounds. He's gonna have the F2 and the PMR 90A2, and he's going to have a new pistol, the Tacit 45. A new semi-automatic pistol that Solid Snake is going to have. And he's gonna have the choice between 5 different gadgets: the frag grenade, stun grenade, impact EMP grenade, smoke grenade, and breach charge. He's gonna have 1 health level and 3 speed levels, so 1 health, 3 speed. Solid Snake's ability is some kind of radar ability, so he is able to pretty much detect players with his radar. Don't know how that's going to affect Deimos, because Deimos has a similar ability but worse. And obviously with Solid Snake, it doesn't seem like the enemies can see you even though you're detecting them. And the radar shows up on a minimap kind of thing. So don't know if Deimos is going to get buffed, so it balances out. Solid Snake does seem very, very overpowered, but I'm pretty sure it says work in progress in the corner, so maybe they will give him a nerf. Because this seems very overpowered, to be honest. But anyway, on to the next thing. Anti-toxicity improvements. Toxicity reports now offer 16 categories to choose from instead of 4, letting players be more specific in their reports and helping the moderation team better target sanctions. So reporting is a lot more specific now, you know? If you want to report someone, it's a lot easier, I guess. Text chat. The detection system is now more advanced and with greater context awareness. We have also updated the feedback to align with the newer system previously established by voice chat moderation. So the text chat auto mod has just been improved. And ranked match cancellation. If a team causes a match to be cancelled, any players from that team who are disconnected will get an abandoned penalty and a Q penalty. So don't get disconnected from the game. That's currently known knowledge already. And if a player abandons a match, which leads it to be cancelled, that player and their squad mates will receive a match loss. Other teammates who are not in that player's squad do not get the loss. So if you're in a party with, let's say, 3 other friends, and there's 1 other player in your team who isn't in your party, then your party will receive the loss, but they will not. The other player will not. That's pretty fair. And then map maintenance. New modernized maps. This season will change some of Coastline, Villa, and Oregon, bringing updated graphics and lighting to these maps, alongside new destructible ingredients and overall health pass. So if you did remember, these maps weren't updated with Siege X. From what I remember, Coastline, Villa, and Oregon were some of the maps that weren't changed with Siege X, so we're gonna see the modernization of those. And we're getting a new 1v1 game mode as well, which is very interesting. We're gonna have a dedicated 1v1 game mode, instead of having to run customs every time you want to 1v1 your friend. Players now have the chance to face off against other players in public 1v1 mode in the arcade playlist that offers online matchmaking. So yeah, it's also bomb. This mode follows the same rules as the bomb mode. So it's also bomb. However, unfortunately, it is a limited time game mode. So it's only going to be available from April 16th to April 30th during the season. And then there is changes to the ranked map rotation. No, ranked map rotation didn't exist before, from what I remember. So basically, the maps in ranked are going to rotate now, like some other games. At the start of the season, Canals, Skyscraper, Theme Park, and Outback will be removed, and Emerald Plains will join the rotation. This change will decrease the total number of ranked maps from 16 to 13. Then midway through the season, Coastline, Villa, and Oregon, and Emerald Plains will be replaced by Skyscraper, Theme Park, Stadium Bravo, and Favela. So pretty much, the maps that used to be casual maps, some of them are now becoming ranked maps, which I don't know if that's good or bad. Some of them, in my opinion, should be staying casual, especially Favela and Stadium Bravo. Don't know why they're adding those, but maybe a ranked rotation. Maybe a ranked map rotation will be good. Who knows? Next, match replay. I don't use match replay, but for those of you who do, you are going to get free cam optimization. So on PC, free cam will be a much smoother experience because of the addition of remapping inputs or something. I don't use this feature, so I'm not too sure. And then the replay controls rework. So Replay HUD launches new customization options. That's pretty boring. Next thing, balancing. So these are all the operator changes. New cadence and approach. So Ubisoft basically just said that they're locking in. They are actually going to listen to the players. So, players have been saying, you know, balancing shouldn't come at the cost of fun. So, stop nerfing operators to the ground, pretty much. And Ubisoft said, sure. And here are the operator changes that they have confirmed are going to be in the next season. Scopus is going to get a Rooney punch holes. Scopus will also become a 3-speed, but his health rating will be reduced. His active shell idling time will be reduced to 1.3 seconds when it used to be 1.5. Same thing for the idle shell activation time. And the swap cooldown time will be reduced to 0.5 seconds when it used to be 3 seconds. Flores will receive the T95 LSW LMG to improve the flexibility of his loadout. The F2 assault, now this is a big one. The F2 assault rifle is now going to have vertical, angled, and horizontal grips to help with recoil control. This is something players have been asking for forever, because the F2 on keyboard and mouse is really hard to control. So it is amazing that we're finally getting these grips, so it's going to be a little easier to control. Next up, ballistic shields. This is another big change, but shield operators can't dash through barricades anymore. So it's a huge nerf, because rushing through barricades as a shield operator was one of the most broken parts about it. Especially when you're playing a custom and one of your mates decides to play Blitz, and then he just starts rushing through every barricade, flashing everyone, pause, and shooting them. Observation blockers. Deploying an observation blocker is now faster, down to 1 second from 2.5. Letting defenders deploy quickly at the start of preparation phase, so they have time to focus on the rest of their setup. And Ying got a change as well, so the cluster flashes from Ying's Candela increases to 1.6 seconds from 1.4 seconds for more consistent entry. And Alibi's last ping from her Prisma will not disappear when the debuff ends, so the amount of pings is increased by 1 to create stronger intel pressure. The concussion effect of Ella's mines has a longer duration, up from 7 seconds to 9 seconds, so if you get concussed by an Ella mine, it's going to be almost 10 seconds of being concussed. Amaru has now got 5 grapples instead of 4. So you could, you know, grapple into 5 different windows. Just kind of useless. But yeah, it's a buff, I guess. Dual front, I don't play dual front either, I play core siege. So honestly, I have no clue what any of this means. Now for the battle pass, this is another huge update. But there are 2 new Black Ice packs in the battle pass. So these packs will contain Black Ice weapon skins in either green, pink, purple, or red color variants. And this is the first time we're getting Black Ice color variants since the game has come out. And it's been highly anticipated for a while now. I remember when the celebration packs were a thing, people were saying, oh, we're gonna get colored Black Ice packs, if I remember correctly. And now those are actually a thing. You know, Black Ice, different colored variants, you know. They are going to look something like this. Here are a few examples of what they're going to look like. And I'm pretty excited, to be honest. You know, Black Eyes got boring. As much as I hate to say it, Black Eyes did get boring, you know? We want more good-looking skins. And, of course, as every season goes, we get an operator price decrease. And for audio, 0 Damus and Solid Snake have been added to the compensation system. And some maps have been added to training playlists. There's also going to be an MGS event, but that was redacted from the limited time events. There's not much information on it. But there will be a Metal Gear Solid themed LTM. And yeah, that is pretty much it for Y11 Season 1. If you did enjoy, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I hope you do enjoy the next season. And I will see you guys in the next one.